we have here the first state in the United States that is officially going to ban TikTok.
Like for their employees?
No, for everybody.
No.
For the entire state.
Okay, well, I mean, the state,
Whether
how many people are there?
It's Montana, so
It's not the
not that
biggest.
many. And it feels like also a big state where people might be off the grid anyways, so maybe they don't even have TikTok. But nevertheless, Montana's House of Representatives and State Senate have both voted yes on a bill that would ban TikTok completely on just for any average person, not even for the government, but just for anybody.
Not even for a certain age?
Nope, just for everybody across the board, all people in Montana. So it just has to be signed by their governor, assuming that he will do that. The bill would go into effect in January of next year.
Wow.
So there is some time. And it also would be null and void if the United States as a whole puts in their own TikTok ban, or if TikTok divests its interests from Chinese ownership.
So basically,
then they would cancel this out. But unless that happens,
they've said like, all right, if they just didn't have the same Chinese ownership and it was instead U.S.-based companies, then they would not be concerned about banning
right.
it.
If the U.S. If a U.S. company wants to brainwash us and indoctrinate us and feed us propaganda, that'd be totally fine. But we can't have Chinese companies doing it. So how it would work is that starting in January of 2024, the TikTok app would need to be stricken out of app stores. And so that is like, if you are just the average person and you had TikTok on your phone, you could keep it and you wouldn't have to pay a penalty. And if they found out, like, it's not like the government of Montana is going to force you to take it off or going to come after you. But even if you were to download it, they're still not going to be upset with you. They're going to be upset from wherever you downloaded it from. So that is what they're going to try to come after.
And if you could believe it, penalties would be up to $10,000 per day. Again, not for you.
Right.
But for where you downloaded it from.
The App Store, the Google Play Store, or whatnot.
Yeah, so for that would be $10,000 per day for the length of the violation.
So
that's not going to stick.
Why not?
It's just not going to.
It is going to stick.
I don't think so. Montana's leading the way.
Sometimes they say Montana is a bellwether for the nation, is what they often say election season.
Is that what
it's this big swing state. It can always go either way, and where Montana goes, the country goes.
You know, I don't recall hearing any of that ever during voting stuff.
Montana's never felt so important as today.
They're excited. So this is not passed yet, but it has to be signed in, and then it would take in effect on January of 2024.
All right, watch out, Montana, and watch out everyone else. We could be next. It is.
I'll have to drive around Montana if I ever go up there.
That's right.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.